There is no student in the meeting, so I will be waiting for participants to join the meet and then I will start the session. Hello Sanjay, welcome to the session. You are only here. We are waiting for others to join, and once they join, we'll start the session. You put a great thought on your display picture. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. It's nice. In the meeting, only three people are there. Uh, Before starting session, I just wanted to know you guys that if you have any issue, you can ask me, or if you have any query, you can let me know. Kiran, Sanjay, Shas, if you guys have any problem in pursuing this course or anything related to this course, you can just ask it to me. Any kind of suggestion if you want to give, you can also let me know. I hope I am audible to you all. Okay, so We have waited for almost 12 minutes. Now we'll start the session. Let's other will join during the session, no issue. Uh, if they will miss this, they can watch the YouTube video which will be uploaded, or they can access the content from the shared link. So, hello everyone. I welcome you all to the fourth live session of the course, which is Product Design and Manufacturing offered by NPTEL under the course code of NOC 23ME14. I'm Sarit Anand Singh. I'm a PhD student in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur. I am a Prime Minister Research Fellow, and I got this opportunity through this PMRF and NPTEL TA scheme to interact with you and to address your queries regarding the course that is Product Design and Manufacturing. So this is the fourth live session that I am taking, and today I will be covering the course content of week 4 and week 5. So today I'm going to cover the course content of 2 weeks because we are lagging like from last 3 sessions we are lagging 1 week, and I wanted that after this session like you have to submit the assignment, but before that before this session it was like the assignments last date of assignment was before before this session. So from now onwards, this will not be a problem because uh, today I will be covering week 4 and week 5. So the assignment due date for week 5 is, I think, uh, 28 or after that. So you have time to go through it again. That assignment of week 5, and you will do good in that. And if you have any query regarding that, you can ask it to me. Uh, and from next week, it will be continuous, like for week 6 and week 7, and so on. So today, I will be covering this week 4 and week 5 content. So as usual, this session I will be conducting in 3 phases. First phase, I will be asking you some questions that I have prepared for you. If you participate in answering this question, that will be very beneficial for both of us. It will motivate me to do in taking this live sessions with more energy and efforts. And then I will be taking some questions from the discussion forum of the NPTEL portal. So if there is any question on discussion forum, I will be taking there some meaningful questions only. And in the third part, the meeting will be open to you all. If you have any query or any issue, any problem, you can just let me know. I will try to solve it at my end. So let's begin with the first section. I will be asking you some questions, and I hope you all will participate in answering those questions. So the first question, will be on your screen now. It is a fill in the blanks type question. It says it's a statement which is taken from the class uh, notes, that slide only. So it is covered in that. So this statement is having the fill in the blanks, and then it says, is the utility of consuming a good? Which of the options fit in this blank space? The options given are use value, cost value, reliability, or none of these. So what is the correct option for completing this statement meaningfully? Is the utility of consuming a good? Use value. Kiran says A. Okay, again use value. Any other answer? Ram, Sanjay, Shahid, Sanjay saying D. None of these. Okay. Shahid, what about you? What do you think? Okay, so the answer for this question is use value. So if you have gone through that lecture slide, it is there that use value is the utility of consuming a good. So why use value? Why not this cost or reliability? Because as the if you if uh, we have if we have to consume the good, so it is not like it is not the cost. If we have to sell the item and get some profit, then it is the cost. Okay, if we have to what you can say, continuously use a product, and then we don't have any option, then we go for reliability. But the use value is of any of the good that you have purchased is in consuming it. So a very good example of apple, a natural apple and a gold apple has been discussed in the class. Okay, so like if you purchase a apple, okay, a natural apple, so consuming it, it will be a use value for that. Okay, and then there is a golden apple. So the if you sell it, then only the what you can say, it then it will generate some revenue for you, right? So the answer is use value for this question. This statement is correct only. It is like use value is the utility of consuming good. Now going to the second question. Second question is a numerical question, so I hope you all will able to solve this. It's a very small question. It says a pen having a cost of rupees 13 caters the utility worth rupees 15 of the customer after selling it in the market. Calculate the value of the pen. So we have to calculate the value of the pen. The original cost of the pen is rupees 13, but it caters the utility which worth rupees 15. So what is the value of the pen after customer sells it in the market? So this kind of question you can expect in the final examination. Okay, these type of questions are very uh, generous question that I think this numericals will be there in the final exam. So please pay attention towards these type of questions more. So we got two options. One, Kiran says D, that is 1.15, and Sanjay says B, that is 0.95. So if we calculate the value of any of the item, okay, so if the value of that item comes like below 1, so it has some characterization, some clarification in that. And if it goes above 1, so it has some classification that we'll discuss. So before that, I will just show you the formula. So how we calculate the value. So value is calculated by using this formula. So value is equal to product utility divided by the product cost. So here the utility that utility of this product is worth rupees 15. Okay, and the original cost of the pen is rupees 13. So if we use this formula to calculate the value, we'll get the answer 1.15. So D option is the correct one. Uh, Kiran and Shiva has given the correct answer. Okay, and as I'm saying, if this value, if this value comes like it is greater than 1, so it means the customer is satisfied with that particular product after selling that product. Okay, and if that this value comes below 1, so it shows that customer is unsatisfied. This is the unsatisfied case of for the customer, right? So this is how we'll calculate the value of any product. So here the product is pen. So which utility is worth of rupees 15 and cost was 13. So we have calculated the value as 1.15. I hope you all are getting it. Now moving to the next question, question number 3. Question number 3 says, which of the following factors lead to the poor value of a product? So if the product is having poor value, so what are the factors that has made it happen? Why? What are the causes for that? The options are poor communication, lack of consent, incorrect assumption, all of these. So when you are going to design or develop a product, what kind of factors that are very important to make a product like uh, in a like a valuable product, to make a valuable product, you can say. So certain factors are required to look upon it to add some value to the product.
And if those factors are not included or not there, so it will reflect the poor value of a product. So we got one, two, three options. All are D. Yes. So poor communication. Obviously, if there is a poor communication between customer and design, like consumer and the designer, or maybe inter communication gap between the designer team and the other management team in the firm only, then also the value of the product will suffer. Then lack of consent. So if there is no, there's a lack of consent before designing the product, so it will be certainly drop the value of the product. And then if a designer or a product developer assumes incorrect thing, okay, so that will certainly lead to the poor value of the product. So the answer is all of these. Moving to the fourth question. Fourth question, again, a very important topic is here. It says, it's the fill in the blanks only. It says fill in the blanks can be used to verify if and illustrate how a proposed solution achieves the needs of the project. So, which of the following can perform, uh, can verify or illustrate how a proposed solution achieves the need of the project? So Shiva has answered fast. Option A. Sanjay is saying A and A. Okay. So yes, it's a fast diagram which will help us to illustrate how verify and illustrate how the proposed solution achieves the requirement or the requisite of the project of the given project. So fast stand for function analysis system technique. In 1960s, Mr. Charles, by the way, has given this concept of function analysis system technique, which is popularly known as fast. So these are typical fast diagram that you have already seen in the classroom. Professor has explained it in a very elaborated manner. So this has certain functions which we have to define its order. It will be a higher order function of the project, then lower order function, and then we have to answer some. We have to set a scope of study that we are going to do. Then there is some upper scope and then lower scope, and then we have to answer certain questions like how. The questions are how, why, and when, and why you want to do, how you want to do, when you do this, is the questions. Okay, so these questions are linked, are linking the functions that we have defined, okay, for a project. So these are the thing. And then when you are going to define a function, so there are two, like there's a rule of two words. So first word will be an active verb and second will be a measurable noun. Okay, so utilizing this particular concept, we can verify that our project or given project or the proposed solution for the given project is verified, and how it is, how effective it is. Okay, so there is an example which in the class that has been already discussed. Here I am presenting a new example about a PC projector. Okay, so if we want to draw a fast diagram for this PC projector, then this is the thing. So first of all, we have to define the some functions, and then we have to define some scopes and all. Okay, so how we are going to how we are going to make this PC projector and why we are going to make this PC projector are the two questions. And then when we are going to deploy this. Okay, so the how we are going to do is a design criteria where we are where we'll see the transfer idea, like what are the things that minimum noise we want, meet the specification. The PC projector must be durable. Okay, then why we want, so for what purpose we are wanting this? So provide styling, like inform customer, prevent injuries, enhance aesthetics and all. Okay, so all these are the functions that are there. Then when we are going to deploy it, these are the things that we have to look upon, like sharing the information, the project image, then focus image, then transmit light. So these are the functions of the projector that we want. Then it generate light, then convert light, receive electricity, transmit electricity. Okay, minimize heat, minimize power, then convert the signal in, and then receive the signal, transmit the signal. So this particular is a range of scope of study that we are doing, and uh, how these functions are interrelated to each other, that will help us to uh, analyze the effectiveness of the constructed or proposed design for the construction of this PC projector. Okay, so this is how we can build the fast diagram. So one thing can be noted, that this fast diagram is not always same for all the needs or all the projects or all the products. Okay, so it varies from product to product, and project to project, and product to product also. Okay, so we have to be careful about while drawing uh, this while drawing the fast while doing the fast analysis, or while drawing the fast diagram. So I hope you have got a fair idea about this fast diagram and fast analysis. Now, moving to the question number 5, it is on your screen now. The question says, the systematic application of recognized technique which identify the function of a product or service and establish a monetary value for that function and provide the necessary function reliably at the low overall cost is called as. Options are value chain, value engineering, supply chain, none of these. So the question is, it is a big statement, largest, having too many words, but it says, yeah. So there are certain key points in this, so which we have to look upon. The systematic application, we want the recognized technique which identify the function of a product. Okay, so function of the product or services, and establish the monetary value. Okay, and provide necessary function reliably at the low overall cost. So the overall cost should be lowest. So if we want all these things, so which thing will give us? So options we have got all B, 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 B. Okay, yes. So it's value engineering. So this value engineering will optimize the cost, overall cost, or decrease the overall cost by uh, uh, recognizing all the techniques and functions of the given product, and then uh, minimize the cost of each component, and then which certainly leads to the uh, decrease of overall cost of the particular product. So this value engineering is a very important practice during any of the product designing, and firms use this kind of concept while developing a new or reviewing any old project. So value engineering has certain steps, first of all, information is gathered, then functions information about the project is gathered, then the functions are analyzed. Okay, then and some creative speculations are made to replace or add on to the existing product. Then value analysis has been done, so as per the cost, is it required or not the function which we want, like what is the need of the customer, and is it is necessary or not, or adding some other functions to the existing product will enhance its value or not. Then it is deployed on the project, and then the presentation, like it is forecast, we get the feedback actually. They analyze the cost and everything, and then get the feedback for that, and then it is the last step for that. So okay. So now, question number 6, it's a true false statement. There is always a particular type of fast diagram for each different situation. No single situation can have two different fast diagram. So yeah, I just discussed it earlier, so I think everyone will answer it correct. Yes, answer is false only. Now moving to the question number 7 quickly. So question number 7 again is a fill in the blanks. Is that makes the product work or sell? Which of the following property makes the product work or sell? So we are getting and then one is evaluation. So two answers. Okay, Kiran is also saying C. The answer is function. Okay, so it is not evaluation. Evaluation is done for analyzing the product cost or product demand. Okay, but if the product is working or not, and the product getting sell like profit or getting demand and in the market, so all these are like only function defines it. Okay, so function of the product define that how the product is working or it is getting sold in the or consumed in the market. Okay, so function is a that parameter or that quantity which makes the product work or sell. The creativity is something which add to the aesthetics of the product or some innovation in the product. Evaluation is done to optimize the cost or forecast the product demand and everything, and then development is to develop the product based on the creativity and evaluation report and design consideration. Okay, moving to question number 8. Question number 8 is again a fill in the blanks, and then options are given. The question says like the skillful application of which of the following properties like function, creativity, evaluation, or development phase is triggered for the prevention of unnecessary cost and development of value alternatives. So I hope this you will answer correct. The skillful application of which of the following that properties phase is triggered for prevention of unnecessary cost and development of value alternatives. Only one option we have got, that is C. Others, Shiva, Sanjay, what do you think? C. Okay. Yes, obviously. So just now we have discussed that evaluation is done to optimize the cost of the product. Okay, so it is triggered to prevent the unnecessary cost and development of the value alternatives. Right. So option C is the correct answer. Moving to the ninth question, the question says how many minimum number of components, as suggested by author E. Mudge, should be there to conduct a value engineering study of a physical product. So, how many minimum number of components are required for value engineering study of any physical product? One. So, for conducting a value engineering, only one is not sufficient, Kiran. 16, 8. Okay. So if you've gone through the lecture slide, it is discussed that uh, like as per the suggestion which is given by or Mr. Author is like there should be 8 to 16 uh, number of components for any value engineering. So minimum quantity that is 8 and maximum quantity is 16. So the answer for this question is 8. Moving to the question number 10. Question number 10 says, which of the following factors affect the manufacturing process of a product? So, which of the following factors affect the manufacturing process of a product? So, there are different manufacturing processes which are applied to raw material for getting the final components. So, if you want to create some product, the raw material uh, are consumed and then processed for manufacturing a product, a new product. So, what are the factors that affect this manufacturing process? Any option? No answers. Okay, so for manufacturing process of a product, uh, it is affected by the cost of material. Is it yes or no? Cost of material is important for many, is an important consideration while manufacturing in the manufacturing of a product. Do you agree with it? So suppose if you want to what you can say manufacture a gold ornament, okay, and then a simple plastic toy. So will like have both having same design. So will both have the same process? Will both of the material will processed through same manufacturing process? I don't think so, because cost of the material is very important, and as the cost of the material increases, the manufacturing process become more precise. Okay, and then we need more specialized manufacturing process to process that particular material. So product cost, the cost of the material always influence the or affects the manufacturing process. Then product dimension. So if the product if there is a miniature component and then there is a huge component, so the dimension again affects the manufacturing process. Okay, and then design tolerances. So suppose if there is some if you have to produce some component which is having huge or a wider range of tolerance, then there is some other you can vary your process. But if you want to go with very precise tolerances, then you have to select your manufacturing process based on the requirement. Okay, so we have to go with some specialized manufacturing processes. So all of these cost of material, product dimension, and design tolerances are going to affect the manufacturing process of a product. I hope you are able to appreciate what I am saying. Is there any comment on that? Okay, so let's move to next question. So from here, like this is the week 5 content. So if you have studied the week 5 content, then you will able to get this. If you haven't have look over week 5 content, so it will give you some what you can say uh, idea about what is there in the week 5. Okay, so question number 11 is on the screen. It says, which of the following is a type of primary process? So there are three kind of processes: primary, secondary, and tertiary. While manufacturing of the manufacturing processes are categorized into three types. So primary processes, secondary processes, and tertiary processes. So which of the following are the primary processes? investment casting, extrusion, both investment casting and extrusion, and none of these. So we got one option C, both investment casting and extrusion. Okay, C. Yes. So this both the casting and extrusion are kept in the primary process, the primary process of the manufacturing process. Okay. Uh, then uh, then there is some secondary process and tertiary process for further processing of the products. Question number 12. It's a true false type. The statement is commercially available mill forms are used to maximize the factory operation. This is the important term for this statement to be true or false. So it says maximize. Commercially available mill forms are used to maximize the factory operations. Is it true or false? So it is true. Okay. No, it is a false option. This if this maximize was not there, in place of this it was minimize. Okay. So if it is minimum here, then this statement is correct, because we use this mill forms for minimizing the factory operation. Okay, so if you go with the standard design uh, in the factory, okay, so suppose you have to build some what you can say, build some product, and then you have to use some tubes. So if you go with uh, standard the tube size, so it will be it will make the factory operations lesser. Okay, and if it is not in a conventional design parameter, though it will increase the number of factory operations. Okay, so this mill forms are used to minimize the factory operations. Okay, so that's why it is recommended to use the widely available raw material with standard size. Okay, if you are going to if you will design any product, and then if you want to convert it into the actual product by fabricating, or by like if you want to manufacture or fabricate it, so it is always a good practice to prefer with the standard uh, standard size of the raw material that are utilized to manufacture that particular product. Okay, so if it is of standard size, then then you have to spend less time in factory for fabricating that particular product. I hope you got that why this statement is was false, right? Moving to the next question. Question number 13 is now on your screen. It says, what are the design recommendations for a rubber? So if you want to create some product from rubber, if you want to make some product from a rubber material, then what are the design recommendations? What uh, while designing that particular component, what are the recommendations? All of these. So all of these, how should be all of these? Like just read the options. Options are: hole should be narrow. Okay, is it like hole should be narrow? Then holes should be profound. So these both are contradictory, na? So how the option is not at all a correct option. Like Sanjay said B, C, and then Saha is saying B. Okay, so I think you guys have not that's not gone through the course content of that particular this week 5. So that's why this is happening. Because this is mentioned and discussed in the that lecture notes only. That while designing developing a product from rubber material. So while designing it, the component, it is always recommended a thorough holes of a small small size should be avoided, right? So this small sizes thorough hole in the rubber product is avoided to increase the strength of that particular component. Okay, if this kind of thing will be there, so it will difficult to manufacture at the manufacturing stage also, and then when the product goes to the market, then it will get tear off very fastly. Now moving to the next question. Question says, which is the form of waste produced while machining a workpiece? So those who are not from mechanical background, so for them, machining and then in bracket it is written turning. Okay, so machining is an operation where the material is removed. Okay, it's a subtractive process. Okay, from a piece of material we remove the not required or undesired uh, amount of material and then shape it into useful form. So here is a, like you can see, it's a turning operation going on. Okay, so turning operation is basically performed on a lathe machine. Okay, so in the chuck of that, the cylindrical shaft, which is the workpiece, is mounted, and then tool it rotates, and then tool traverse over it to get the desired dimension of the that particular shaft. Okay, so here what it is asking, that what is the form of waste produced. So while doing this process, the which is shown in the this image, that video is playing here, so you can see what is the waste uh, in this process. So we got options A, yes. So these are the waste. Okay, so these are these are the waste, the material removed from the particular uh, this workpiece are the waste. Okay, so these are in the form of chips. You can see it in this video only. So these are the chips that are getting out from this uh, shaft. So it is a waste which is produced. Now moving to the next question, question number 15. It says, what is or slash are the design guidelines for extrusion? So when you go for any extrusion process, what are the design guidelines? Avoid the sharp corners, provide the generous radii for both internal and external corners of the extruded cross section. Both of these, none of these. While performing extrusion operation or extrusion process, what are the design guidelines and what are the design recommendations? We should avoid the sharp corners. We should provide the generous radii of both for both internal and external corners of the extruded cross section. Both of these and none of these. Yes. So there are two options which say C. Yes. So while performing the extrusion, we should avoid the sharp corner. Okay. In the extruder also, and then in the produced product also. Then provide the generous radii for both internal and external corners of the extruded cross section. Okay, so the cross section which is getting extruded, we do not prefer a sharp end there. Okay, so we give some radius. So it is like when you design, when you perform, like if you are using some designing software. Okay, so if you are familiar with that, so there is option once you like go for finalizing finalizing a product. So there is an option of chamfer. Okay, and fillet. So people used to give that fillet radius. So fillet radius are required so that there is no sharp, what you can say, sharp corners present in the design. Okay, so both the options are included in the designing of the this extrusion process. Okay. Question number 16 is on the screen. It says the ratio of perceived quantity to its following are the options is called the value of a product. The value of a product is a ratio of perceived quality and what? Other options are cost, size, count, weight. Yes. So the quality with respect to cost is the value of the product. Okay. So if like value of the product is defined by like that only. If the quality is like what you can say, quality is very poor and cost is very high, so the value of the product is zero, right? Similarly, if the quality of the product is very good and cost is very less, so value of the like cost is optimized, so the value of the product is more high. Okay. Now, 17th question on the screen. It says accurate estimation of costs surely requires. So if you want to accurately estimate the cost of the product that you are designing, okay, so what one of the things are required for sure. It says operational chart, reliable information, manufacturing process flexibility, or none of these. So if you want to accurately estimate the cost of a product, so what are the options? So operational chart, no, we do not require that. Manufacturing process flexibility will not contribute towards the estimation of the cost. Only we require the reliable information about uh, the raw material, the like utilized resources. Okay, so if we have reliable information about the utilized the resources that are going to utilize in producing the product, so we can accurately estimate the cost of the product. Question number 18. Again, it is a numerical type question. Please follow this. This question says, find the operational cost of a factory producing bed sheet. So there's a factory which is producing bed sheet, and we have to find the operational cost for that factory. So it says that direct labor cost is rupees 200, and the cost of material that is used for producing the bed sheet is rupees 100. And there is the assumption that the profit margin in selling is rupees 50. So what is the operational cost of the factory to produce this bed sheet? Kiran says it's C, 350 rupees. Any other option? Try to calculate it. If there is some formula, you know. I request the others to give their answer, their opinion. What are it? So again, I'm going to mark the important thing. So we want the operational cost. Okay, operational cost of the factory which is producing the bed sheet. Okay, so there's a factory which is producing the bed sheet. Bed sheet will become a component. Okay, then it is given that the direct labor cost which is required in the factory is rupees 200. Okay, and the cost of material is rupees 100. So it is like for producing per one piece of a bed sheet or a one unit of a bed sheet, this is required. Okay, so and then there is a assumption that the profit margin in selling that particular unit of bed sheet is rupees 50. Okay, so these are the information that are given, and then we have to calculate the operational cost of the factory. Okay, these are the important terms. So we got different answers. B, uh, how we calculated B, this is not there. Okay, so can you share how you calculated that this 250? Is it like there are two ways to getting 250 from the given data? It is like operational cost will be equal to direct labor cost plus cost of the material minus profit margin, or direct labor cost plus profit margin only. So all these two calculation will give the same value, that 250 only. Shiva and Shahab, please, can anyone of you explain which one you used? Labor plus profit. So is it the operational cost for the factory? We are we are here talking about the operational cost of factory. So let me explain what is operational cost. So operational cost means the cost that is involved for running that particular factory. Okay. So what things are required in the factory are like direct cost and indirect cost. So direct cost are some cost which are like material cost, labor cost, machine cost. Okay, and some indirect costs are there. So these are the costs which are required for the operation of the factory. Okay, so I just explained that, yeah, the answer will be like this. So if you want to calculate the operational cost, you need direct labor cost and cost of the material only. Okay, so it will give a value rupees 300. So the answer for this question is rupees 300. Okay, now going to the selling price, this data is actually given you for like for getting you confused. Okay, so this data, this profit margin comes only when you are going for deciding the selling price of the component. Okay, so selling price of the component, that means that initial investment you have done, like operational cost of is the initial investment. So if the operate with the operational cost, we have to add some profit margin. So the operational cost here is rupees 300, which we have calculated, and then 50 rupees this profit margin is added. So then it becomes the selling price. So 350 becomes the selling price, and operational cost is rupees 300. I hope you all getting this and you're able to understand it. It is very simple. We need to yeah, we need to just pay the attention towards it. Now moving to the next question. Question number 19 is on your screen. Which of the following points is are required for the calculation of direct labor cost? So if you want to add the value, calculate the direct labor cost. So what are the points that are required? The wage rate, time taken by the task to get completed, both of these or none of these? Yes. So the wage rate and the time taken by the task to get completed. So both are important. Okay. Wage rate, sometime it is a daily basis, and in sometime we see that it depends upon the number of components produced. Okay, so the labor cost is like there are two ways. One is like you have a job of like 8 to 5, 9 to 5 or 10 to 5, 8 to 5 job, whatever it is there according to the factory. Particular 8 hour shifts are there. Okay, so that is fixed. Okay, if you are present, and then you will get that a fixed amount of your salary. And at certain places there are like you have to you have to what you can say, produce some component, and based on the counting of the produced or manufactured component, you will get the incentives. Okay, so small scale industries or the factories which are producing certain components, they prefer second options. Okay, so for calculating the direct labor cost, like we have to consider both of these, the wage rate and the time taken by the task to get complete. Yes, so that's all for today's, like from my side. These are all the questions. and I hope they will be helpful for you while when you solve the assignment problems of week 5. Okay, so we have today we have covered week 4 and week 5 course content. Now, there was no discussion. There's no question on the discussion forum this week. I didn't found any question on the discussion forum. So there's no question. And now it's time for you. If you have any query, if you have any problem, you can ask it to me now. If you don't have any query, you can leave this meeting. I will be here for like till 5 p.m. If anyone will join and if he or she has any query, I will be answering it to them here till 5 p.m. If you have any query, you can ask it to me. Otherwise, you can feel free to leave the meeting. Thank you. So, Vijit, today's discussion from my side is over. If you have any query, you can feel free to ask it to me. I will be happy to answer your queries. So the participants who are joining now, it is to inform you that the session from my side, the discussion from my side has been ended. Now it's if you have any query, you can feel free to ask it to me. I will be answering your queries now. If you have any query, you can ask it to me.
So the participants, those who joined recently, it is for you. From my side, I have completed my discussion. Now, if you have any query, you can ask it to me. I am here. If as you missed this session, you can watch the recorded. The session is on recording mode, so you can watch the recorded session on YouTube. The link is given on that NPTEL portal, course portal. From there, you can access the recorded session. And if you have any query, you can ask it to me now. So in today's session, we have covered course content of week 4 and week 5. In next session, I will be covering course content of week 6. From here onwards, it will be in line with the course and the content which are uploaded on the NPTEL portal. So I hope this session is beneficial for you all, for those who are joining this session on time and then who are accessing this later on. It will help you in solving the assignment of like for this week, week 5. So this is all from my side. If you have any query, you can contact me, or you can just post the query on the discussion forum of the NPTEL course portal. I will take your query from there also. We'll meet again next session next week, same time in the same meeting link. So there's a QR scanner for my profile. If you want to connect with me, you can visit my profile by scanning this QR. So that's all. I'm closing this session. Thank you very much.